it's the Super Bowl.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I know you guys out there in the CTS world haven't heard from me in a few weeks, but I do have something new that I'm going to be doing to my CTS coupe, and the package just arrived in the mail just yesterday, and so I'm going to install it today. So I'll show you what I have here. It's actually going to be a throttle body. So, as you know, the last major thing I did on my CTS was to install a supercharger. And I haven't installed the stage 2 kit yet, so that is still to come. But I wanted to put this throttle body on prior to that. So I ordered this from a gentleman out in New York. He has an account on eBay. He takes throttle bodies and he hand ports them. So this right here is one made for the CTS, for other models too as well, but this one is for the CTS. He hand ports it to 76 millimeters, and he also modifies the throttle shaft to remove an additional 4 millimeters as well. I think he did some really good work on here. I was thinking about polishing it as well, to polish the inside, but that may be for another day. But for the work he's done, I think it looks pretty good. I'm looking forward to mounting this on there. You don't need to do any type of tune after installing these. You may have to do a throttle body relearn on it, possibly, but you don't have to do any type of tunes. This is pretty much plug and play. I think I paid $260 for it. He does it as he gets the orders in, so it may take you know, a week or two before he actually mails it out to you. One of the reasons you may want to add one of these, because once you get it ported out, and if it's done correctly, it can do an awesome job of giving you better throttle response, give you better mid-range response, and definitely some better top-end power as well. And you can do all of that without any type of custom tuning. So it's a nice low-cost way of adding some extra power to your CTS. So what we're going to do, we're going to go out to the CTS, get her mounted up in there, and give her a try to see how she runs with it on there. It's winter time here, so the car has been in mothballs, so I'm gonna have to get her out, and we'll get the old one removed, get this one installed. And we've had rain the last few days, so it's gotten all the salt off the road. So I'll feel comfortable taking the CT out for a spin after this, and give you guys my review of it. All right, stick around. Before starting removing the throttle body, you want to disconnect your negative battery terminal. You want to do it at least 5 minutes before beginning. And also too, if you have any check engine light codes on there, you want to clear those too before disconnecting the battery. Getting ready to change out the throttle body. Now, if you notice, I painted my throttle body to match the diamond white of the car. I also painted up there to match the diamond white as well. So I'm definitely going to end up repainting this, painting this right here to match as well, you know, before my next car show. But one of the great things about it now, the porting that happens to increase that airflow into the engine, into your intake manifold, is done on the inside of the circumference. So the outside circumference of it doesn't change. So there will be no need to change up to meet, you know, to make any changes to your hoses or anything like that, or where you mount up there. So it's a direct bolt on. So the exterior, everything stays the same. The porting to increase that airflow is done from the inside. Now, it doesn't matter if you have a supercharger or if you're stock. It doesn't matter. Instead of the 2 for the supercharger, for you, it'll be for the air box that you'll have on there for, or your cold air intake that you'll need to remove. So we're going to remove either your cold air intake, your factory box, air box, or the 2 for your supercharger. You're going to remove that off first. So we're going to remove that off and then take off the 4 bolts to be able to remove the throttle body, and of course unplug it as well. I have this extra plate for the supercharger, so you won't have that if you don't have a supercharger or unless you have a throttle body spacer on yours. And don't forget to unplug it. Just want to lift that tab up, push it in, and pull it off. Now we have our old throttle body off. Now we're going to take our new throttle body, go ahead and plug her in first. All right, so now that we've installed the throttle body, we've connected back up the negative terminal to the battery, and now we're going to start it. But you don't want to just get in and start it right away. First thing you want to do after you do all of that, you want to turn the ignition on, but don't start the car, okay? Now, after you turn the ignition on, but not starting it, remember, now you want to slowly push the gas pedal to the floor, then release, and then do that 3 more times. 1, 2, 3, and then turn the engine on. All right, unfortunately, due to the weather, I won't be able to take her out for a test drive. Snow's starting to come down, it's wet out. But that's how you change out the throttle body to a ported throttle body on your Cadillac CTS, whether it's a CTS coupe, whether
I didn't need to do this, but in your case, if you happen to have an erratic idle after changing the throttle body, you may want to try this throttle body relearn procedure
if you like, hit that like
to
button,
resolve that
definitely
issue.
go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks for joining, everybody.